Howdy folks, in today's video I'm coming at you from Pućon, which is a small city in Chile. So I was recently down in South America on a trip to climb Mount Aconcagua, and after the trip we decided to head on down to Pućon just to get some nice weather and get some relaxation. But we came across this small little alley gym in the back of a bakery and we thought we would check it out. So the first problem that caught my eye when I got to this gym was this orange crimpy problem here in kind of the middle of the gym. Now this one was very, as I mentioned, very crimpy, but that was very characteristic of a lot of the problems on this wall. It was either very crimpy or very slopey. So this definitely reminded me of one of those, hardcore gyms you see Adamandre climb at before he goes in Project Silence or something like that. But in general, this gym was really cool. It was just one narrow hallway with mattresses and ground mats. So the second problem I decided to do was another orange problem here in the corner on the most overhanging wall. Now the footwork was a little weird here, but after getting my feet up and kind of making a big move out to the right, definitely felt like I needed to get my heel up some way so I could move my left hand high. So that's exactly what I did. As you can see here, my left heel was very poorly placed. My foot was totally straight, and that caused me to slip. So trying this problem again, making that move up to the high crimp, stepping over, and then just kind of walk my feet up here. Now as we enter the crux of this problem, I get my heel on once again, but this time I'm angling my left toe a little bit more forward so I don't slip. And then matching on the final crimp. One of my favorite problems of the whole session. So the next problem I decided to do is kind of a slopey, pinchy blue problem. Now this one ended up giving me a lot of challenges. As I mentioned, I hadn't climbed in about 3 weeks, and slopers definitely hit me like a train. So grabbing the pinch here, this was the crux of the whole problem. Kind of did a meat hook with my right hand and slapped the sloper, but couldn't maintain the tension. And of course Sage with the reaction. So I will say, even though I wouldn't say climb for 3 weeks, I did get a couple climbs in here and there on the mountain. Did a little bit of FAing, but they were all very simple problems under the grade of like V1, V2 type of thing. So didn't get my normal training in. So once again with the meat hook, moving out towards that sloper, trying to hold it. And I switched my wrist around. But at this point I was getting really pumped. So at that final hold, I just wasn't able to hold on. Making the move once again. Started to get a little bit easier. And matching here on that kind of pinchy sloper, kind of slipped off. So I took a small break, and that got me rested up a little bit. So with some new energy, I was ready to go. Matched again on that hold. Really made sure to drive my heel in so I didn't slip. Flipped to an undercling. Now this time with the pinch, I squeezed really tightly so I wouldn't slip. And then stepping high with the right foot, I really drove super hard and tried to keep the foot on the hold so I didn't slip. And that did it. So the last problem of the session today, small, crimpy, pretty straightforward problem. This was probably the easiest problem of the whole session, but I was feeling pretty burnt after this session. So that's fine for me. just kind of working my hands up. This one was really chill. Well, what a good session. Hope you guys enjoyed.